So it's basically just your basic minimum viable product where you'll be able to fly your ship around, you'll be able to conquer planets, you'll be able to blow people up and steal their stuff and go hang out in the Star Mall, peruse the sectors, that kind of a thing.
Hey Dan, how's it going?
What's up, man? Nice to see you in our wonderful digital cabin.
I like it so much, you know. We try to.
It's nice and cozy, right?
We can decide first what to choose, like snow or just regular cabin, and now we're here. So, how do you do? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm doing great. Just focusing on work a bunch. Cosmic Horizon, QWOYN Studios. Obviously, there's been a few Twitter things out there about Coin Network that we can probably talk about. And then today, I actually leaked a little bit of alpha for Cosmic Horizon, which talks about the leveling system. So we can probably talk about that a little bit too, if you want.
Sure. Actually, I have one question about the Cosmoverse. Have you got any meaningful connections while you was there?
Yes, absolutely did. Two that instantly stick out in my mind. One with Jeet from Agoric, who, if you haven't met up with Jeet yet, he's a fantastic individual. We were lucky enough to hang out with him and like the first or second night of Cosmoverse. And then we just became fast friends and we've been staying in contact ever since. So there's a partnership brewing there, which is really good. And then I also hung out with Cody, aka Superfly from Andromeda. And there's, just really, really awesome stuff happening there. So those were probably, just off the top of my head, those are probably the best partnerships and just kind of meetups. But I mean, in general, just meeting a ton of different people, you in person, which was awesome. And it was really great, really fun. And honestly, I feel bad for the people who didn't come because it was just an amazing experience. It really was.
Missed out a lot.
Yeah, seriously, it was amazing. It was. And Turkey itself, I mean, I don't have enough good things to say about Turkey. It was just so mind-blowing. I had no idea. I had really, really no idea. And we were able to spend 2 weeks there and we traveled around. So it was great. Yeah.
But that's okay. Maybe next time people would be wiser to to
spend the money, do it, pull the trigger, just go. It's going to be, I don't know, where's it going to be next year? Do you have any guesses?
No one.
No. I tweeted to CryptoCito and I said, are we going to Slovenia next year? Because that would be a good place to go. Or maybe Estonia would be pretty dope too.
You mean you wanna see Cosmoverse next year in Europe?
Well, it doesn't have to necessarily be Europe. I'm just thinking more crypto-friendly places. And yeah, there are, like Germany's really crypto-friendly, but I just know that Estonia has always been just a really great proving ground for tech. And I mean, Slovenia has been an early adopter of cryptocurrency. So they've been really doing that kind of a thing for quite some time. I mean, several years now. So plus it's beautiful and I want to go there. So give me an excuse to go.
You know, this is the perfect match that we could have. And when I was talking to Michael, he said that they are planning very, very like tight to have a best place which is like crypto friendly and have a something like problem which crypto could solve, like such a Turkey that they have inflationary I wanted to say token like Turkish lira and
yeah.
So Let's talk a little bit about Cosmic Horizon. What's the stage now, and what will happen in the nearest future?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, we're just in the works trying to get the alpha launched. So it's basically just your basic minimum viable product where you'll be able to fly your ship around, you'll be able to conquer planets, you'll be able to blow people up and steal their stuff and go hang out in the Star Mall, peruse the sectors, that kind of a thing. Just real minimum alpha style, which will I mean, we're still on track for Q1 of next year, so 2-3 months, and people are going to be playing it. Now, the alpha is going to be exclusive access. So there's actually a contest going on right now where you can get a couple of whitelist spots for the alpha. But really, my main purpose for that is to get people who are really going to battle test the game, are really serious about playing, and really want to help out building something that's going to be really awesome. So it's going to be pretty small. I would say maybe 50 to 100 alpha testers at most. We'll do that for however long it takes. It could take 3-4 months. We'll incentivize that for those guys as well. And then after that, we'll add some of the other features and move into beta. And the alpha and beta is going to be on testnet. So it's not going to be using real tokens or anything like that. They're going to be the testnet tokens. And that way people can play around with it. We can reset the gameplay. We can do all sorts of stuff and don't need to worry about people actually losing money by us messing around with the code. But yeah, so that'll be basically first of the year will be alpha. Hopefully May, June, we'll have the beta rolling out. And then hopefully by this time next year, we'll be live on mainnet. Everything will be hopefully working as best as possible. And yeah, we'll let everybody play at that point.
You know, we always have something that doesn't seems to be working, and have some different kind of malicious things which we have to fix as soon as possible. But
Right.
for this purpose, we have testers which could
Yep.
stress test the product and help us to build quality stuff, like high quality.
Mm-hmm.
And how users could join the beta testing, or how they could like join the movement.
So if you can hear me, I know my internet is cutting out a little bit, but you should be able to hear me now. Yeah, so first off, right now there's a contest going on. You can go on our Twitter and you should be able to join that. It's an ambassador program. If you're just now joining, good luck, because I think it ends in like a week. But folks who've been participating the last 2 months, some of those are going to have an opportunity to join the alpha testing. And then we're also going to do, and I haven't really thought about how I'm going to pick the folks yet, but we're going to do like an application and maybe have the stakeholders vote on it, or maybe have one of the committees vet people and kind of interview them. That way we get the best quality players and the people who are, again, the most serious about it. So yeah, once the alpha is ready to launch, we'll put out a form. Everybody can sign up for that, and we'll go through all the answers and figure it out that way.
And Cosmic Horizon will utilize the QWOYN token, or it will have different one?
That's a good question. So it has its own in-game currency called Coho. It's the Coho token, and so there's a really neat dynamic there, actually. Something that I haven't really been too vocal about, but I do believe it's in the white paper, and I think I have written an article about it, but I don't really talk about it too often. So thanks for raising that question. Basically, we've got Coho. The way that coho gets kind of generated in game for people to actually, earn via trading or via stealing it from other people, or however they go about doing it, is a portion of the inflationary rewards from QWOYN buys coho. So we have an LP inside of the game. It's actually on chain, and every block, some coin is used to buy coho. So for the next year, and by then it'll be almost a year and a half, there'll be a nice big purse of coho. And they should be, well, I'm not going to speculate, but you know what happens when one side grows and the other one kind of stays the same, so you can figure that out yourself. But basically it'll be coho, then you'll swap it for QWOYN, and then that way you can get into osmosis or whatever other dexes will be on at the time.
And QWOYN now has been already listed since like months from now, I think, or something like that.
No, not even. So yes, it is listed, but no, maybe I guess about a month. Yeah, maybe 3 weeks or so. It's taken a little bit of time to get everything worked out, because I've been working with the osmosis team to make sure everything is correct. And so the pool is up and running. It's very low liquidity right now, just enough to be able to get onto the swap page. So there's this thing with osmosis that I didn't know. When you list your token, you have to have a minimum of $1,000 worth of liquidity in order to be visible on the pools page and the swap page. So hopefully people don't jump past that, because that's just in there just so we can get on the page. So don't hurt us. But yeah, so that's up there right now. And here in 2.5 weeks, we're going to be incentivizing liquidity.
And I also want to mention that you also already applied to be listed on CoinGecko, right?
Yep. We put in the CoinGecko. We've put in the coin market cap, the CMC listing. It's already on Dex Screener. You should be able to find it on Dex Screener. So you've got a graph and you've got the buys and the sells orders. That's all on there already. With CMC and CoinGecko, it can take some time. It really can. Especially now, like there's only $1,700 worth of liquidity in there. So when they see that, they're like, what is this? So it might be until after the incentives start that you'll actually see us on CoinGecko. But yeah, that's already been all taken care of.
And you want to like bootstrap your liquidity or find a new user base through the stream swap in like early 2024 or something like that. Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah, so right now we're going to just do complete coin community bootstrapping, where I'll incentivize liquidity, and anybody who wants to get in can obviously purchase the swap into the token and provide liquidity that way. But the first step is just do it via the community, strictly with LP incentives. Then end of February we're going to launch a stream via stream swap. The money that we raise there will be used to launch us onto another DEX. So as long as everything's good on osmosis, then by the end of February we'll have 2 DEXs that we'll be on, and then we'll just kind of grow from there.
Daniel, I want to ask you, your name is Daniel or just Dan? Or sorry for that.
Hold on. Can you say that again? My internet cut out.
I mean, your full name is Daniel or just Dan, or?
So I'm a complicated individual. Let's just say this. So when I introduce myself in like a business setting, or maybe just something more formal, I'll use Daniel. Most people just call me Dan, but my family calls me Danny. So if any one of those 3 names will work just fine.
Okay, Gigachad.
I know, I'm weird.
So, how big is your team currently?
It's pretty small at the moment, so it's really just three of us that are working kind of full time with Coin Studios, and the rest is contractors, so outside contractors. If you include the contractors and our committees, then it actually gets quite large. So I think with us three and then our contractors, we're looking at about a dozen people. So it starts to grow pretty quick. And then with the committees, which I haven't really talked about too much, I've written some articles. It's just for listeners, it's the way that we do some of the governance on Coin Network. But with the committee members, there's like 3 or 4 per committee. So there's another 15 people there. So I think people who are fully dedicated working on either Coin Network or Cosmic Horizon or Coin Studios, that kind of a thing, we've got over 20 people.
And the reason I'm asking, I'm also interested in how long does your company exist?
When? We are going on 2 years now.
Perfect. That's whole bear market and
Yep, exactly. Yep, the entire bear market.
So
this is the time to build.
Child of the bear market should be very strong on the bull market. And now
I think so.
Also, the reason why I'm asking, I want to know: did you have any kind of difficult choices or like some kind of negotiations inside your team, or some kind of very tough decisions related with your team, your company, and stuff like that? Yeah,
we did. Yeah, we did. Luckily, everybody that works with us and was getting paid previously, if they're no longer getting paid, they're volunteering because they do really believe in the project. So we're very fortunate for that. But yeah, unfortunately, we had to make some cuts, and that's just the nature of it, especially for an early startup like us. I mean, we started in the bear market. We had nothing else to really rely on. So it was, everything was really tight. It's been really tight the entire time. I've been funding a lot of it myself too. So yeah, but with that being said, as soon as things start looking good, which fingers crossed here in the next year, especially with the launch of our game, everybody will be coming back and we'll be back on payroll.
You just said that you personally invested your personal funds into the project development.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sounds very familiar.
That's what I mean. I don't know how else to do it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Lots and lots, but it's going to be worth it. I mean, I personally obviously believe in it, so I'm going to be the number one guy.
I think you've seen. I asked in Cosmic Horizon public group about the questions to QWOYN founders, and I really loved the question that Cosmic Horizon Guru was asking. Like, what's your favorite drink?
Well, okay, so a couple different kinds. Again, I'm complicated. So, first off, when it comes to beers, I enjoy Pilsners. And I assume we're talking about alcoholic beverages here. If we're not, then it's just any kind of juice, orange juice, apple juice, whatever. I typically drink tea during the day. But if I go out and drink, I'm a big Pilsner fan. In fact, in May, we'll be visiting Pilsen, Czech. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then if I want to get a little heavier, I drink like Bacardi rum.
That is nice. I also drink tea a lot.
Yeah.
And So, if forced to guess, what do you think happens when we die?
Okay. I'm just gonna say this, Tyler, you're dead. You're dead, man. So you're gonna have to tell me what happens when we die.
There is curtains closing.
Yeah, right, exactly. How do I turn this thing off? um, I'm not sure. Obviously, I have no idea because I've never died before. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
And this question is for me. If you will have unlimited amount of money in your pocket right now, how you will spend your next year?
Well, I would say I probably wouldn't do much different. I love to travel. I love to meet new cultures, and I've got a pretty extensive travel plan for this coming year. So I wouldn't change that at all. I would definitely spend a ton of money on my company. I mean, it would probably all just go to Coin Studios. I would hire. I mean, it depends on how much money we're talking here, but I would hire.
This is unlimited. The money you literally could build your StarCrafts from NFTs.
If it's more money than Elon Musk, then I might have to start my own space company where we actually build rockets or get into mining asteroids or something like that, or maybe try to research some of Nikola Tesla's work and maybe try to build a time machine or something really cool.
But first week, I will spend in Czech and try some Pilsner.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
And one more is from the community. Have you personally ever experienced anything supernatural?
So it's tough to say. Nothing that I can really prove, or nothing that I've taken a picture of. However,
I've heard bears fart.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I'm pretty sensitive when it comes to, I don't know if you want to call them energies or what. So I did believe that the last house I lived in was haunted. My wife thinks I'm crazy and says it wasn't haunted, but I'm pretty sure it was. I think there was a scary lady that lived upstairs, and I would not go up there with the lights out. So typically that make sure. Yeah, it was kind of weird. And then, I mean, I don't know, not to get too personal, but I started getting into alchemy and weird esoteric stuff, and maybe I accidentally let something into the house. So that's the only thing I can think of. But I did since then quit smoking weed. So I feel so I don't think that this house is haunted.
This was a Snoop Dogg ghost or something like that.
It goes to Snoop Dogg, yeah. That's where his smoke went.
And the last one from this guy, wonderful questions actually. What is the meaning of life in your opinion?
Wow. I mean, we could look at it from a purely biological standpoint, and I would say probably to continue our civilization and make sure there's more humans for the future and that kind of a thing. I mean, I would keep it probably real basic like that. But as far as maybe a more spiritual answer, more prophetic one, I honestly don't give it much thought. What I do think about though is just being happy. So maybe that's one of the things. Maybe that's the main reason for living is to try and be happy. Because honestly, I don't know anything else better than being happy. So that could maybe be a thing. But that's something that's always on my mind is what can I do to be happy? And that includes my wife and family and friends. It's just always, how can we lift each other up? How can we do great things together and continue being happy?
I think this is like wonderful picture of the of life. And yeah, so let's move a little bit to the end. And one more question from me about QWOYN and how it will be developed apart from like Cosmic Horizon onboarding.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, what it is. So let me kind of start with how Cosmic Horizon fits into the picture. So QWOYN Studios is a company that utilizes QWOYN Network to build a game called Cosmic Horizon. So that's kind of the example of what you're able to do with our blockchain. It kind of paves the road for other game developers to come in, be like, okay, great, they've set up an economy like this, they have digital assets like this. This is how they're running the marketplace for those assets and that kind of a thing. So it's really kind of our flagship and also the example that paves the road for other games. That being said, I have talked with actually at this stage quite a few other game developers who are interested in launching on QWOYN Network. So as far as the network itself is concerned, it's really more for anybody who's Web3 savvy. If you're not Web3 savvy, there's going to be plenty of tutorials and onboarding tools for that as well. But here in the beginning, if you're Web3 savvy game developer, it's a home. It's a home for you. That's what really QWOYN Network is all about.
I already know about that Cosmic Horizon utilizes QWOYN Network, and now I see this is like kind of like blockchain for gaming, like Web3 gaming ecosystem.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, with different modules and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so could we have something like a giveaway for viewers, and if we could have some kind of NFTs to give away, what do you think about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. In fact, I've got some Genesis NFTs still, and just so you know, I'm trying to stay away from the word or the acronym NFT because sure, technically, that's what they are. They are NFTs when it comes to blockchain. However, really, when it comes to gaming, gamers, and I'm a gamer, my friends are all gamers. They don't like it when I talk about NFTs. They just much rather would know the concept where it's like you own this item in a game and you can trade it off, and you can, if you want, you can sell it and make some money, or you can trade it with your friends and you can upgrade them. And the underlying technology is blockchain. But so I just wanted to, as an aside, say if anybody knows a cool name besides NFT, I'm all ears. But yeah, I'm totally open to giving away some of the Genesis assets that we have.
We could just use instead digital asset, like.
Yeah, that's what I think you're right. That's what I've been trying to do lately.
Digital gaming asset, like in-game digital asset, something like that.
Yeah.
And so how many?
Yeah, I mean, I figured we give away 3.
Okay, cool.
We give away 3. Yeah, and however you want to play it, if you want to do it, maybe ask the some questions, and then I pick from the best ones, or you pick from the best ones, or however you want to do it is fine with me.
Yeah, I wanna do ask community questions, but I will think that I will figure out which question I would ask, and maybe if you have
Okay.
some ideas, you also could share it with me. And
Sure.
I actually I got one more question, but I accidentally forget it already. It was about things we were talking in the beginning. It's so difficult to sleep 4 hours. Okay. Probably we could do it later. Maybe
Sure.
during the next call. Thanks for your time. It was wonderful. I got a lot of positive emotions and cool feedback and cool information about what's going on with Cosmic Horizon and QWOYN. Thanks a lot, Dan.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Anytime, and thank you for having me on. You're always an amazing host, so I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.